this is a question I've been asking a few people on combos with Clenergy. It's a bit of a weird one, not weird, but it's kind of in tune with what we were talking about before about AI and the Internet of Things. But so I always ask the question: what is the hardest part about your job? And then second to that, could it be automated?
Yeah. Look. The hardest part of my job is probably people. I feel like the complexity of what I do, and whether that's about managing a team of people to get the absolute best out of them, whether it's about helping them through these very difficult periods of time, whether it's trying to influence a politician that, let's imagine a politician who doesn't like much, doesn't believe in climate change and doesn't like our industry. So how can we have some influence on them? What's the argument? What's the approach? Who are the right people to get to influence them? I have to do an amount of whatever public speaking. I chair a lot of meetings and forums and things like that. And so, I think the biggest challenge is working with, understanding both myself and other people. I often wish I'd done a psychology degree. I used to think I wish I'd have done an economics or an engineering degree, and now I wish it was a psychology degree, because that's so much of what I do is about people, whether that's about understanding myself and getting the best out of me, or how I hold myself or conduct myself in different environments, or, as I said, working with others. The good news, well, maybe it's the good news, linking that to your second question, I'm not sure how a machine could play that role. It rests on understanding emotion, both mine and others, understanding this kind of intuitive, what is it that motivates them, how are they feeling about this, how are they reacting to what I'm doing, and a sort of being present to all of that in a moment. And I think, to be honest, I'm a huge techno-optimist. I think machines and technology are the key to solving a lot of our societal problems and creating a better future. But getting a machine to interact as a human and respond and work with those very human traits, I think, are the most complex piece of it. I mentioned before I lived in Japan for a few years, and Japan's been right at the forefront of creating essentially humanoid robots, and it's fascinating. They're still, on one level, I love watching some of the clips of them and what they're capable of doing, but on other stages they've just got so far to go as far as the fully human, replicating the extraordinary complexity of what it is to be human. So I feel like the machines aren't going to take my job anytime soon.
I think it's a key point, isn't it? The relationships and the understanding of the human nature is that, to replicate that. I think the world's going to look a lot different if they do get to that point, and it's probably not going to be for a long time. Yeah, Japan's interesting. They have been at the forefront of that sort of technology. It feels like they're at the forefront of economics now too, with the way that the rest of the world's going with printing more money and quantitative easing.
Yeah, there's massive sort of power shifts. I'm not sure how Japan come out of this and the extent to which they're stronger and better for it, or I think every country is taking a hit to some degree, and it'll be fascinating to see what the sort of new world order is when the dust starts to settle on this extraordinary period.